and welcome to I Nurture videos. In this video, we will discuss the contract of indemnity and guarantee. At the end of this video, you will be able to describe contract of indemnity and guarantee. The legal binding or valid agreement between two different parties is called as contract. The parties of a contract are referred as the persons or organizations who are offering or accepting a transfer of rights. There are two types of contracts related with business laws: contingent contract and quasi contract. Let's see each type of contract in detail. Contingent contract is the contract which is dependent on another event. This contract involves an agreement that contains the list of to-do conditions or not-to-do conditions if some event collateral to such contract does or does not happen. Following are some characteristics of contingent contract. The performance of the contract is directly proportional to the happening and non-happening of events. The uncertain events in the future affects the condition on which the contract is based on. Profit and loss are the main factors of the contract that also depends upon future events such as Sensex up or down. Quasi-contract exists when there is no actual contract between two parties, but it acts like a contract between two parties. It is an implied contract. It is also known as constructive contract, that means law considers it as a contract. There are 5 types of quasi-contract: supply of necessities, payment by interested person, obligation to pay for non-gratuitous acts, responsibility of finder of goods, mistake or correction. Special contract is signed between 2 or more persons that is enforceable by law. This contract follows all the general principles of the law of contract. Contract of indemnity is a dependent law which involves an indemnifier or promisor and an indemnity holder or indemnified. In this contract, one party gives word to save the other party from loss or damage caused by the conduct of the promisor himself or by anybody in the organization. In the contract of guarantee, third party holds the liability to perform the promise made in contract between two parties. The person who gives the guarantee is called as surety. The person who is part of the contract and on whose behalf the guarantee is given is called as debtor, and the person whom the guarantee is given is called as creditor. Concurrence between the debtor, creditor and surety is important. The person with primary liability is mandatory besides the surety. It is required that the contract of guarantee includes all the essentials of valid contract. The contract can be oral, written or implied. Let's see the difference between contract of indemnity and guarantee. Contract of indemnity has 2 types of parties as indemnifier and indemnified, while contract of guarantee has 3 parties as debtor, creditor and surety. In the contract of indemnity, contract indemnifier is liable to indemnified. In the contract of guarantee, debtor is liable to creditor only when the surety is also liable. Only one contract is present between indemnifier and indemnified in contract of indemnity, while in contract of guarantee, 3 contracts are present between all 3 parties. In the contract of indemnity, if the contingency is present, only then the indemnifier is liable to perform the task. In contract of guarantee, surety must be present in contract to do further tasks. Let's have a quick recap on what we discussed. The legal binding or valid agreement between two different parties is called as contract. There are two types of contracts related with business laws: contingent contract and quasi contract. Contract of indemnity involves an indemnifier and indemnified. Contract of guarantee involves third party which holds the liability to perform the promise made in contract between two parties. Thank you for watching this video.